What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Malik's Water Garden. Today's gonna be a really cool video because I got a new box of stuff. So it's been a while since I ordered anything online, and I'm really excited. I actually ordered a bunch of new filters and stuff. So we're gonna be unboxing this right now and look at what we got and essentially see what type of filters I like to use in my Pleco tanks. This is one of my preferred types of power heads actually. So we're gonna be looking at that. And the new video about Pleco breeding for zebra Plecos with Thomas is coming up shortly today after this, and I am in the process of editing. So there will be 3 parts of this video going to be uploaded for the first installment, and there will be 3 separate parts that are going to be uploaded in the second installment. He sent me so much information. It's impossible to put it all in one video because that video will be 3 hours long if I did that. So essentially we will have the first video that will be uploaded today would be what the initial thing that triggered his experience, and so he's going to be talking about what happened and like all the different things that he went through to come to the conclusion at the end on solving his own issue with his tank that happened recently. Also, it focuses a large amount on the biological environment and the bacterial composition of each individual tank and how it correlates to the inhabitants and what happens to animals in isolation for long periods of time. So for example, if 2 separate groups of zebra Plecos were to be kept in separate environments, in separate tanks, even though the tanks are in the same fish room, and if they never come into contact with each other for years and years and years, when they do eventually come into contact, they could potentially have issues. So he talks about this in quite detail, so I'm going to let him tackle that area. And also essentially it deals with this same issue in other species as well. So this is going to be a really valuable information, the first part, and then the second part would be him talking about breeding, and the third part would be essentially all the B-roll footage that he sent to us, which is about 15 short videos which he explained each individual video. So these are all different breeding tanks for different Pleco, from different Pleco breeders, mostly from him, but also a few others from Europe. And he also explains the different caves that he's using, the different angles, all of that. So all of that would be on a separate video as a third part, and then there will be 2 to 3 separate videos, at least I would say 3 to 4, that would be on the 20 different points that he's going to elaborate further on. Like for example, RO versus rainwater, what's better, what TDS is better, what pH is better, and these are different things he's actually studied over the years. So he's going to be talking about those in quite detail in the next installments, which would be coming up in the coming weeks. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe right now and hit that notification icon so you'll get updated when all these videos get uploaded. Without further ado, let's get into today's video, which is unboxing. So we're going to be unboxing this box. So it's pretty straightforward. It's an Amazon box. I hope this translates well on the camera. Wow, they are big. So this is what I like to use. I personally prefer the corner Matten filters, or the corner power heads. Cascade did not pay me any money. I paid $110 for these 2 filters, so each one was 55 bucks including taxes, and I really like these. So these guys definitely work really well for me. I usually only use this as a power head. The filter section is not really used in my fish room. I usually take the sponges and the carbon and stuff out after the first, like if it's a brand new tank and I'm setting it up, I might just use the sponges to get like some additional biological area, surface area for additional filtering. But once the tank is established and I have my Matten filter on the one side, it's a 10-inch mat usually on the one side. So a 10-inch mat really provides quite a lot of filtration, biological surfaces, so I don't really need the sponges in here, which kind of tends to get clogged up faster. And so I take out the sponges and I just leave the filter head and the 2 pieces on the bottom, and usually that gives me quite a lot of flow, and my Plecos seem to enjoy this filter, especially my Rhine loricaria, my whiptails, the chameleon whiptails that I recently got. So these are essentially what I use in the winter time on my tanks to add additional flow as well. but also they do provide a secondary function, and they do, for example, if I have a tank that I want to bring up the temperature a little bit, I would plug one of these in and it will bring up the temperature by about 3 degrees Fahrenheit in a 35-gallon tank. So 3 degree Fahrenheit increase is a quite reasonable increase for somebody like me, where my entire room is temperature controlled. So for example, if I have a tank that is, let's say, 79 degrees and I want to bring it up, let's say, to 82 degrees, just to give them a little bit of heat increase, just to see if that's going to increase the spawning, I would plug one of these in, and that would bring the temperature a couple of degrees up. And that's a safer way than using just increasing the temperature by putting, you know, warmer water or colder water, whatever it is that people might be doing, which I don't recommend at all. I think if animals are ready to breed, they will breed, and this is something Thomas will also be talking about in the upcoming video. So stay tuned for that. So we'll just open this really quickly and show you guys the inside. There's not really much going on in here. It's just a basic filter, but it does have some parts. So since we are here, let's just do that really quickly. It comes with the entire filter assembly. It has a carbon block, sponges, and it's really nice. I actually have the 610, the corner ones, which I really enjoy. And this is not the corner one. The corner ones are now selling for $80, and this one's $51, and it's the same size. This actually pumps, I think, 10 or 12 gallons more than the corner filter, and it's $25 or $30. It's actually $32 cheaper. So right now I figured I'm not trying, it's not about looks or whatever, it does function or the job, so that's why I got it. It does come with all these other parts, which I'm not going to go through and assemble. Unless you guys want me to assemble one of these, comment below and let me know. It is really good. You can actually plug this in up here and it pumps water in, so you can aerate using this. You can have a spray bar, you can increase the aeration. So this is really good. Overall, it's a really cool tool to have in your breeding room, I believe. And also, Cascade did not pay me any money. So if Penflax, if you guys are watching, contact me, because I use a lot of your products. Especially these guys. I use your thermostats and thermometers, and I also use quite a bit of your other line of products, and I really enjoy most of your products because they are very simple to use, and they are designed for any person to be used by, and they're not too complicated like this thing. The only downside that I would say that I personally have, or the only complaint I have on this, is that this piece here, it's quite difficult to come apart, at least in the 610s. I don't know how it is with the 600, but I do have a few 300s that I use on my 15-gallon tanks, and those guys is the same issue. This piece here, it's a little bit difficult to take it apart, because you kind of have to use sheer brute force to take it apart. I'm always worried that I might break it. So that's the only complaint I have about this particular filter. Aside from that, they don't really clog up. I've had the 610s now running 3-4 years, and you know, I have the 300s that are running almost 4 or 5 years now, and mind you, they don't get used quite like heavily. They get used in the winter or for breeding purposes, or when I need additional flow, but most of the time I unplug them when I don't need them. I don't just have them plugged in when I need them, when I don't need them. And also in the summertime, a lot of these do get unplugged, because they produce quite a bit of heat, and it's not ideal when my room is at 82 or 83 degrees, and the tanks, some of the tanks are actually at the top levels go up to about 83.5 degrees Fahrenheit in the summertime, and in the winter I keep my room at 85 degrees Fahrenheit, and then the top tanks stay at about 84 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's really not ideal to push a powerhead into a tank that's 84 degrees Fahrenheit, and then the temperature in the tank could go up to 86, 87. So that's really not something I try to do. I try to keep my temperature at like a constant or stable temperature. So like that, for that purposes, I do not use this in the summertime as much, and unless it's like a tank that's on the lower level or on the outside of the fish room, and that needs that can handle the increase in temperature. But aside from those things, I really like these filters. I think they're one of the best. They've been around for a long time, and Penflax has been around for a long time as well. So that's my personal opinion. Penflax did not give me any money for this. I actually paid these full price for these and I bought 2 of these. I don't like buying a lot of stuff on Amazon, but for this type of stuff, it's one of the only companies that does carry Penplax products at a reasonable price. So if I were to go to the pet store, I would be paying double this price for the same product. So if Penplax is watching, I would love to get your products at a bulk. I mean, I could buy 10 of these right now if you were to give me a good price, because I can use them. So I really would like to get in touch with Penplax Cascade. If you guys are watching, please contact me. And as always, thank you so much. It's really warm in here. It's about 40 degrees today for some reason, and I'm actually in the sun, so I'm baking. So I'm gonna sign off right now, and stay tuned for the Zebra Pleco breeding video series, which is gonna come out starting today. But there will be a lot of installments, so subscribe and hit that notification icon so you get updated when those videos, as well as many other videos like this, get uploaded. As always, thank you so much for your love and support. The channel's growing really fast. That's all thanks to you guys, so thank you so much. I'll see you on the next video. I love you all. God bless you.